What's up, guys? Professional Gamer 2235 back at it again with another video. I'm gonna do it like this, cause last time I realized I was touching the mic way too much, and it makes like clicking noises every time I touch it. So it's like really distracting. My dad just Febreze bombed the room. It smells like, sorry, I'm touching the mic again. Okay. Vince Staples. Let me just get through the actual review. And then, wait, not Vince Staples. Earl Sweatshirt. Another black. Hold on, let me get into my proper attire. You can probably tell by the way I look, but I do have like a certain stench about me. So you're lucky this is video format and not a physical presentation on my album, on my opinions on this album. Earl Sweatshirts, some rap songs. The album, hold on. The tone and giving you an idea of what to expect. A melancholy and eerie feel that lingers and spreads the deeper you go. Whoa. The way I'm gonna review it, I'm gonna start by the sound, how I feel about it, what I like, what I don't like, and then I'll go into the structure of the actual album, what I like, what I don't like, and then I'll talk about the lyrics a little bit, and then talk about the whole ending, and then the album as a whole. The album starts by setting up a tone and giving you an idea of what to expect. A melancholy and eerie feeling that spreads the deeper you go. Earl's use of lo-fi glitch and static reminds me of an old 40s or 50s record player that scratches in all the right places. A feeling of dementia, maybe. All this is heard and felt in the first 5 minutes of the album, and while it isn't a new experience for me, it certainly isn't unwelcomed. Earl's use of samples, which I think they're samples, is in my opinion uncreative and repetitive and can at times get whiny and annoying. It's not something that clocks your brain the first time you listen to it, but the more you do, the more noticeable and irritating it becomes. The same can be said about the beats in terms of repetitiveness and lack of bloom. And lack of bloom. Can't believe I wrote that. They leave something to be wanted and can at times feel unresolved. Wow. Nowhere to Go is a prime example of Earl's craft and ability to fuse both glitch and lo-fi to a fundamental hip-hop sound. It is a nice sound. It is a nice song and somewhat overwhelming in all the right ways, but it suffers from a whiny sample, which is my only grievance of the song. So again, the whiny samples. Alright, let's talk about the overall structure of the album. Earl's ability to transition between songs without feeling unnatural or sudden is something I get horny for. What? The songs that play back to back feel like waves that fluctuate between plain dread and uplifting melancholy. The songs don't ever feel out of place or like the other. They blend into each other to create an actual body of music that can legally be called an album. It's something I yearn for. The length of the songs help greatly with the dynamic, and it's also the reason why I can enjoy it. Since the album blends so well, it's easy for me to miss sounds. Since the album blends so well, it's easy for me to miss sounds and songs that were meant to be heard, and my mind wavers at times when albums get easy to predict and or become unexciting. So it's possible for me to miss stuff, and usually I'm able to lock in back into the album without missing much because the songs tend to be long and of a conventional structure. But Earl's songs are short and tend to only have verses, So when I lock back in to the album, I've already missed an entire song. And that's not because of my attention span. While I am a zoomer, I don't do zoomer things. I don't brain rot, and I hardly use my phone. I spend hours reading and listening to music. I watch long form content and spend most of my time just staring at the ceiling, wondering if bitches will ever suck my wiener. So yeah, it's not a me problem. I was being called to the fort. Oh my god, excuse me. Jesus. I was being called to the fort. I had to go and rescue the day. You know how it is. So that's the overall structure and how I feel about the actual body of music that I was listening to. I know it was a little much. I sort of got it sort of went off the handle, off the train tracks. Lyrics. This is what I think about the lyrics. The lyrics in Earl's LP leave much to be desired. I get that he's depressed and unstable, but I mainly feel that from the sound rather than the words he wants us to hear, which isn't usually a problem for me, but this is a rap album, and rap is 6-7% poetry and 33% beat. So if you're going to rap and rhyme about how sad and miserable you are, it better be something to be pondered about. Not once did I feel any real impact from his delivery or his verses, and I feel somewhat cheated and hacked. He spent 2 years making this. I expect some freaking bars. I expect some freaking bars. Where are the bars? Where are the bars? There's no bars in this album. It's greatly. I'm disappointed. I read the lyrics. There's nothing of substance there that I can grab onto. Do better. This is the last paragraph I have for the review of the album. I want you to hear it in full. And I'm gonna leave my room because it smells like Febreze and I think I'm like getting a headache a little bit. Riot is a beautiful song that was very impactful to me as a young lad and was the start of something. I never knew simply making sound could sound so good. It's only a minute long, but has had a lasting impact on not just my musical exploration but my life. It's a fond memory of my youth and past, which is why I have to let it go since I am no longer that person. It was fun while it lasted, but Earl Sweatshirt's Some Rap Songs is getting a 4 out of 10 and will be nuked to oblivion till the time comes when we all die. That is my opinion on this album. 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. Bad. It's really boring. It's really boring. Sometimes I do feel like I get dementia listening to it because I am literally like going to kill myself. I'm gonna end the video because I feel weird being in this room because it's like a weird smell and I'm getting hot and my head hurts and I feel disoriented and I get really anxious sometimes and I'm like literally mentally unstable and I get to like these like episodes and I don't Viva la France. RIP David Bowie. Underscores album review coming soon. Maybe. Probably, perhaps. And I'm gonna leave you on this note. New York, I love you, but you're bringing me down. New York, I love you, but you're bringing me down. Hey guys, I'll see you in the next one. Like, I'm pretty sure Israel is trying to like trick us into like liking like gay people and like femboys and stuff.
With the gay frogs?
What the hell?